Hello, this is Jen from Internet Lessons. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to install WordPress onto your web host. So I'm using Hostgator, so I've logged into my control panel, and there are two ways to do it within Hostgator. One of them is a quick install and one is using Fantastico. Now I prefer Fantastico, so I'm going to show you that method first and then I'll give you an overview of the quick install because it's slightly different. So I've scrolled down the cPanel till I've got to the Software and Services section, and then I need to click on Fantastico Deluxe. Now Fantastico, you can see down the left hand side of the screen there's lots of different types of software that you can install. So we want to select WordPress because obviously that's what we're going to install. Now the description that Fantastico gives of WordPress is a blogging software with a focus on ease of use, elegance, performance and standards with a huge selections of themes and plugins. Now originally WordPress, because it's a free piece of software, people would install it onto their web host just to create blogs or weblogs, which is what their real name is. And basically people kept developing different themes, so you could change the look of your blog, you can change the colours, you can get a magazine type style, you can get membership sites. It's very, very versatile, and because of that people now don't use it just for blogging, they use it to create their websites with, because it's very, very quick. And as you'll see, by the end of this installation we'll have a website that's almost up and ready to run. All we need to do is basically put a bit of structure in and put some text in and it's ready to roll. You also could get lots of different plugins as well, so these will help you increase your search engine optimization. You can categorize how your navigation works by having plugins that exclude pages from navigation, that sort of thing. There's so many different types, I can't even mention them all, I'll be here till tomorrow. So that is why we recommend WordPress if this is your first website that you've ever made, because you don't have to do any coding at all. It's very, very straightforward. Anyway, so what we need to do next is click on New Installation. So next you need to choose the domain that you're going to install the WordPress onto, and I've selected privatetutoring.me. That you can change this by clicking on the drop down arrow and selecting from your list of add-on domains. You can install an extra directory, so you can have privatetutoring.me/blog and the WordPress will be installed in the subdirectory. But I've chosen to have mine on the root directory, so I've left that box empty. You then add an administrator's username. So this is basically your login details for the dashboard of WordPress. So I'm going to put something in that I'll remember. Admin and 12345. Then you need to put in an admin nickname. I've just put Jen, and a email address. So I've just chosen one of my free ones because if you want comments to be shown on your website, you'll be emailed to that address if you need to moderate any of the comments, that sort of thing. Then a site name, so I've put Your Private Tutor, and I've put a description in, great lessons for everyone. And then you just click Install WordPress. Nearly there now. So I've also had Fantastico has also created me a database for storing all my information and my data in, and I just click Finish Installation and we're done. Okay, this last screen shows that it's been completed, so we can click back to the WordPress overview. So now if I open another tab and type in the domain name, there we go, you'll see our basic website is installed, and as you can see the title I gave it, Your Private Tutor, is there, and great lessons for everyone. So we basically already have a web presence. So that's quickly using Fantastico. If we go back to the control panel, I'll show you the quick install, and it's very, very similar, and you may prefer this method. So click on the quick install for WordPress for your site. And as you can see, this screen also has all the different types of software down this left panel that you can install, and a description of WordPress. If I click continue, you can see that yet again you can decide where it is you want to store your WordPress. You put in an admin email, which is the same as my admin one when I use Fantastico, a blog title, which is the same as my private tutor title, your first name, your last name, and click install. Now the only difference with this is your login information, which I chose myself with my password admin and 12345, that will be emailed to you. So you won't be able to select it yourself. But if you don't feel happier with using this method, that's fine, that's entirely up to you. So the next thing we need to do is customize our WordPress site. So come back again in the next video and we'll start looking at different themes and plugins that we can use for our WordPress to get it looking how we want it to be.